G'day, welcome to Ozroma. Today we're testing Ford's F-250, the massive Tonka truck that's privately imported from the States, from Harris at F-Trucks down to Victoria. This thing's an absolute gem, so we brought it out to the farm. As you can see, she's a bit dirty and wet, but that's not going to be a problem. Let's go and test it out and see what it's like. The first thing you notice about the F-250 is its sheer size and bulk. At over 2 metres tall and 2 metres wide, it's just massive and dwarfs anything it's parked next to. The tray itself is a bit over 2 metres in length. I can lie down in it. The wheelbase is a touch over 4 metres, and the overall length is about 6.27 metres. So it is a huge vehicle. Nothing signifies that more than the massive front grille of the Ford. People stare at this vehicle on the road and they give you the thumbs up as they drive past. Another really cool feature is the fact that you can start the vehicle from outside. It'll run for 10 minutes and it will determine the outside temperature and either heat up or cool down the seats, the steering wheel and the interior. Very cool feature. The fact that you sit so high in the vehicle also means that there's a bit of a bonnet in front of you to look over. But once you get used to it, you can actually judge it extremely well. It's a very easy vehicle to drive despite its size and bulk. A couple of great features for the Tailgate are this cargo barrier that allows you to do shopping there without it running around everywhere. And another feature that we originally thought was a bit of a gimmick was the cargo step at the back with a handle. However, it turned out to be immensely practical and a great feature that we loved in the end. Also, too, to mention the fact that you can start the car from outside, love that feature, so we thought we'd just show you again. The 6.7 litre V8 diesel motor produces 302 kilowatts of power and an unbelievable 1,085 newton metres of torque at 1,600 revs per minute. This just makes it ideal for towing, as do these mirrors that fold in and then fold out, and if you've got a wide load on behind, they also slide out for extra rearward visibility. Another benefit of these mirrors is the fact that they are split, which gives complete view of the blind spot down next to the vehicle. The tow haul mode with integrated exhaust brake allows the vehicle to hold on to gears longer going uphill and change gears quicker coming downhill. It has inbuilt trailer brakes along with trailer sway control and 4 auxiliary switches already pre-wired. The 8-way electrically adjustable leather driver's seat is beautiful and comfortable, and with the tilt and reach adjustable steering wheel you can find yourself in a great position. There's a multi-function display in the dashboard. The center console houses the sat nav and all the radio controls. There are plenty of places for drinks, cup holders. It has the largest center console I've ever seen and the crappiest glove box I've ever seen. It's tiny. Rear seat is comfortable for 3 men. Plenty of leg room. In fact, 6 foot, 6'3" and 6'5" men have all sat in there exceptionally comfortable. The seat folds up with a great storage area underneath. It's lockable as well. Off-road, the only thing that really affects the F-250 is its approach, ramp over and departure angle. It has amazing four-wheel drive capabilities actually, with shift on the fly 4 high, rear locking diffs, traction control you can turn off. It's got multifunction display that shows you what's happening with the wheels. The other thing that you notice too, that its bulk sometimes causes some problems. Where we're driving here has some really sharp limestone rocks under the grass, so there's a defined track, and the length of the vehicle made it difficult at times to actually navigate the track. Other than that, off-road, just sublime actually. It's beautiful. The power allows it just to drive up some really steep slopes without any issue at all. We didn't even engage the rear diff lock at all once for the entire time we were there. The combination of the 6.7 litre V8 motor with that massive torque, the ability to seat 5 tall people in comfort, a huge storage area in the back makes this a fantastic outback tourer, let alone the fact that it really is ideally suited for fifth wheelers or towing. But as a mile muncher or a kilometre killer, there's not many vehicles in Australia that are better than this for the price that you'll pay for it. It has more internal room than a Sahara Land Cruiser, more comfortable inside in terms of the knee, shoulder and head room, both front and rear, and more storage space than almost anything else on the market. It's a unique vehicle actually, and one that's well worth looking at if you are an outback tourer rather than a four-wheel driver in tight tracks. If your desire is to do the outback roads and tour around Australia, this is something you really should look at. On road it handles beautifully given its size. It is a little bit rough riding at times, especially with the heavy duty front suspension. It can get a little bit wandery in the front, but it just cruises beautifully on the road. Loved it actually. Although this vehicle is about $150,000 on road, there's really not that much that compares to it, and in reality it's worthwhile having a look at, especially if you like your big boys toys, because this really goes close to being the ultimate big boys toy.
Well, that's it for today for Osroma and the Ford F250. This thing is awesome. We've had so much fun in this over the last couple of days. Unfortunately, we do have to hand it back, but that's the way it goes. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Osroma.